Hello,
Uh,
how are you doing?
mm, you doing? Min, how are you?
I'm good. I just had a vacation yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a surprise birthday party though. And I don't know that. It's a surprise from the family. And I enjoyed it yesterday. All right. All right. So how are you doing? I'm so sorry because I didn't know that there will be a celebration. So that's
Okay,
why
no
I wasn't
problem.
able to inform you a day before. All right. Now, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did I ask you to do something yesterday? I mean, the other day? Did I ask you, or do you have an assignment? Do you have an
Fine.
assign? Did you have an assignment?
Mm,
We are right now on this part, right? This one. All right. This is the
yeah.
speaking, managing money too. Right over here, like asking follow-up questions. All right. So when you attend um, a seminar or a conference, there's a questions, right? So after a questions, you can ask two types of questions, right? This one, like to ask for more detail about something talked about in the seminar, right? Or and also to ask about something related to the topic of the seminar, right? Okay, now here. So some students ask Paul these questions, all right? Are they type A or B? All right. So try to read first and let's going to determine if the question is type A or B. Okay. Now read this one.
Yeah.
I'd
I,
like.
I, I like to ask when you should talk to your employer about how much you earn.
Yes. So what is this? Is this a type A or type B?
Type A.
Type A. Correct. Right. So to ask more detail about something talked about in the seminar, right? So in the seminar, if for example the question is they're talking about um, the job itself, right? So we can ask how much you earn. All right. Now what about letter B? Read.
Interested in
Again,
knowing what
again,
I'm
interested.
interested in knowing what kind of bank account you should have.
Right. What is that? Is it type A or type B?
So,
So this one, which one do you think?
A.
It's letter A, correct, because this is about detail. Detail of the bank account. All right. So into and also it's interested in knowing. Right. Let's try to go to letter C.
You talk about saving. What happens if you can save 10% of your salary?
All right. So this is about
A.
A also. Right. This is about details.
Yes.
Right. Now let's go to letter D.
Do you think it's safe to use the internet for banking?
What is that? It's letter type. It's type.
B.
Correct. Right. Why? Because it is
Related, something related to the
something
topic.
related to the topic. That is correct. All right. Now let's try to move on over here. So focus on how to ask follow-up questions. Okay. So look at the questions in speaking strategy. All right, so the expressions are used to make the questions less direct. Okay, when you say direct, it's not that direct. Or it's kind of, it's like the how much you earn. All right, it's not something like that. It's something like for example mm, you in 30 days do you earn like a big salary? So that's a less direct. Okay, now so these are the expression. Read please.
Okay. I'd like to
Ask.
ask. I'm interested in knowing. You talked about savings. Do you think?
All right, now here, which expressions summarizes the topic before the question? Bless you. Okay, are you okay? All
Yeah.
right. Right now, which expression summarizes the topic? Do you know summarize?
Yes.
Okay. So which expression do you think?
You talked about saving.
Yes, right? So this is an expression about summaries to the topic, like after hearing all the words or the conference, right? So you will be asking about what is beyond or what is another thing. So you will say this like you talked about saving. So in saving, how much do I? Something like that, like this. All right. So that's about, it's like summarizing that topic. Now let's go to number 2. Choose, read please.
Yeah. Choose the correct form of each question.
Question. Qua,
Que-
K, k. Question.
question.
That is correct. Very good.
I'd like to ask how I can get a job that pays a lot of money.
Okay.
I'd like I'd like to ask how can I get a job that pays a lot of money?
That is just the same, right? Now we're here. Letter B.
I'm interested in knowing where I get more information from. I'm interested in knowing where do I get more information from.
All right. So as you can see on the first one, it's just it's just the same, right? So I'd like to ask how can I get, all right? So it matters on how I can or how can I. So choose the correct form of each question. So which one on this one?
The the
This
second
the second, right? This is
is
more
correct.
polite, right? How can I? Right. Now what about this one? Letter B, which one?
Uh, let the second is correct.
All right. So the second is I'm interested in knowing where do I get more information.
Information from
Right? Very good. Um, Usually when we ask questions to the speaker, we try to be polite. Right?
yeah.
Very good. Now let's go to number 3. Use the expressions above to make the question less direct. Right? Now, letter A. Letter A, read please.
I, how much is a good
Again,
salary?
how much?
How 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 much is a good salary?
All right, so these are, this one, a less direct. And we say, because if you wanted it to be direct and impolite, you will say, how much is salary? How much
Yeah.
is the salary? Right? So we put this expression over a good salary. All right, now let's proceed to letter B.
How do I get a financial advisor?
How do I get a financial advisor? Well, what do you think? Okay, so that is also a less direct,
Uh,
and that is correct
yes,
because if you
yes.
wanted it indirect, I mean, like the direct way, you would say, um, um,
Um,
how much will I get? You say, right? How much will I get
yeah,
as
yeah.
advisor? Right, just like that. So what about letter C?
What should I invest in?
All right, what should I invest in? Because in a less direct and impolite way, you would say, why? Why should I invest? Right? Or what should I invest? It's like that. So that's very impolite. Now let's go to letter D.
Is it a good idea to have more than one bank account?
Right. So for example, like if you were asking about the bank accounts, right? So this is a good way on asking questions in a less direct way. Okay. Now here, so let's try to match each seminar topic to a suitable question. Right? This one. So we have the example already, letter A, the importance of saving money. So this is the question. How can I save for my retirement? All right, so this is the answer. Okay, now you answer number 2 to 6. Go.
Yeah. Playing a musical instrument.
Playing a musical instrument. All right, so what do you think?
Instrument.
What do you think is the question? Letter A, C, D, or E, or F?
Mm, do do we use mobile phones too much?
Mhm. This one, what do you understand this one? Do you understand the question for the statement in number 2? Playing
Yes,
a musical instrument. So what do you think?
I think uh, like a musical instrument instead of use mobile phone too much.
Mobile phone? A mobile phone is a gadget, all right? It's a technology. All right. So this one, the answer for this one, okay? So this one, which is the easiest one to learn?
At first,
Playing a musical
at first I think the answer is F,
is F.
but
Yes, you should go to
yes.
your first instinct. Right now, because this one, right, it's asking, which is the easiest way to learn. So if you could check on this one, on the other things, or on the other statements, this one is much more fitted than number 2. Okay, now let's try to learn number 3. Go.
Learning English on your own.
Learning English on your own. All right, so what do you think?
What's the best way to practice speaking?
That is correct. Right now, let's go to number 4.
The problem of global warming. What can we do to help clean up the environment?
Right. What can we do to help clean up the environment? Right. So when we say global warming, this is about the environment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that is correct. Now, number 5,
Keeping healthy.
keeping healthy.
How much exercise should I do each week?
Very good. All right. So as you can see, this is being healthy. When you do exercise, that keeps our body healthy. All right. Now let's go to number 6.
Technology makes life easier. Do we use mobile phones too much?
Yes, very good. So we talk about technology. This is about phones, mobile phones. All right. Now, what about number 3? Use the expressions in focus on to make the questions. All right. So in exercise 2, this one, where's the exercise 2? Where is that? In exercise 2, we have the less direct, right? So example A, you say, I am interested in knowing the best way to practice speaking, right? So here, ask Paul Dagan 3 questions about his seminar. You can listen to the seminar again and or read the audio script. Okay, so just listen. Okay, we will try to listen again, and you come up or you give me 3 questions about his seminar. Okay, okay. Hello, did you understand me?
Yes.
Okay, we will listen and you think of 3 questions. Okay, all right.
Recording 18. Okay. Now, my fourth point is about managing your debt. Before you borrow money, think about what you are borrowing it for. It's a good idea to borrow money to buy assets, for example, to buy a house. And it's a good idea to pay for your education. These things will still be worth something when you have finished paying off the debt. It isn't a good idea to borrow money for non-essentials. For example, expensive clothes, holidays, or dinner at a nice restaurant. It's easy to use your credit card for these things, but your credit card can get you into trouble if you don't use it properly. If you use credit cards, and I don't recommend it, it's important you know how much you are spending on them. When the bill comes, pay the total bill every month. Don't just pay the minimum amount. Don't just pay a little every month. Don't just pay $20 a month because you will always pay more. You are paying the interest, what the credit card company adds on in interest. So at the end of the day, that watch you bought for $100, if you pay it off slowly, that watch is going to cost you double that. And my final tip for managing your money is to plan your savings. It's a good idea to save about 10% of your salary every month. Include this saving in your budget and try and increase how much you save every year. You could do this by increasing what you earn or decreasing what you spend, or both. Try and focus on saving money, not just paying the bills. It's another way of looking at things, and it's a lot more positive. So, there are 5 tips for managing your money successfully. They are simple, but they work.
All right. Did you come up with 3 questions already?
Wait for me a minute.
I'm sorry. Again.
I don't get enough information.
You don't. Do you have any one question? Just one question. Give me.
One question.
Okay.
What can I do to save money?
What can I do to save money? All right. Very good. Do you have one more?
One more. Uh, how can I use credit card effectively?
How can I use credit card in effective way? All right, or effectively. That's correct. Right, and also if you can add on to the question, like as a speaker, or you could return it, or by asking, as a speaker, do you also apply this on what you are telling us to yourself? Right? If he is doing it, right? You can also ask that. And yes, and how effective it is, and um, most especially when when like do does the speaker has um does the speaker has the how do you say that? Does the speaker is doing it, and also is um how do you have any study to prove, right? To prove that the things that you are telling us is correct, right? You can also ask that question, right? It's about proofs,
Mm,
right? So over here, so here, verbs and plus money, okay? So we also have earn, spend, save, invest, borrow. All right, so we also have the nouns here are tax, budget, debt, savings, interest. All right here. Right, so let's try to proceed on the unit 15. Are you ready? Do you have
yes.
any questions regarding on the previous topic?
Mm.
It's your
No,
chance to ask now.
no question.
Hello? No question. All right, now
Yeah.
here. Welcome to the school. Now let's talk about the school. Okay. Now read.
Yes. Mm. Can Can you remember your first day at primary school or your first day at an English language school? Think about the questions below. What happened on your first day? Who did you meet? How did you feel?
Right. So can you remember your first day at primary school or your first day at an English language school? All right. Can you still remember?
Sorry. I talk to my children to go away.
Okay. It's okay.
Qua bên đó chơi. Qua bên đó chơi cho mẹ học. Anh Vũ không chơi, anh Vũ ở đâu đó anh Vũ? Anh đâu rồi hả? Ông Bin á, ông ngồi đây học cũng được thôi. Qua bên đó chơi con. Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, can you remember your first day at primary school or your first day at an English language school? Yes or no?
Primary school is too long, too too long, too.
So like you say, can you
I
remember?
cannot remember my first day at primary school
All right.
because
And what
it's
about this
too
one?
far from now. Yeah,
Yes, it's
my first day as an English language school. Mm, yes,
yes.
I
How was it?
remember. Yeah. Hmm. It. mm,
Was I the first person to teach you English online? In online, is this your first time to study online?
Yes, you
So
are the first
okay.
online teacher English.
All right. I hope
Uh,
I did a good impact or a good, to yourself that okay.
uh, and in the past, I learned in
English.
English in many applied center.
Yes. All
Yeah.
right. Anyways, we're going to continue this one tomorrow, okay? Since it's almost time and I have to prepare a report for this one. All right. Anyways, I had a good time talking to you, and I hope you too did enjoy our class. All right, and enjoy the rest of the evening, and thank you for understanding yesterday that I wasn't able to go to the class to our lesson yesterday. Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much, and enjoy the
Okay.
rest of the evening. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right, bye bye.